Doris Burke, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce. And a look now at the Thunder's upcoming schedule. On Saturday, they'll go up against Trae Young and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Monday, they'll face off against Anthony Davis and the Dallas Mavericks.
And that game against Sacramento, that's going to be their 6th contest on the year. Fans will be curious to see how this team continues to form as the season goes on.
Now the opening lineup for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Holmgren plays at the 4 with Hartenstein at the center spot. Gilgeous-Alexander runs things with Dort to his side. And it's Williams at the 3 slot. And for the Hawks, filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Reza Shea. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. And it's Young in at the 1 spot. And with every new season, DB, there's always a great sense of optimism around the NBA.
It's such an exciting time. Every team comes in with a clean slate. You've put a ton of work into your offseason in terms of individual skill development. There's a lot of optimism, and so much has yet to play out.
Here's SGA. Kicks it out to Holmgren. Sinks the triple. Holmgren's got the first 3 points tonight for the Thunder.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Young with the steal. Fast break here. Here come the Hawks. Kicks it out to Johnson. Pass to Porzingis. And he converts the layup.
Well, you love to see Porzingis battling through contact down low. That's a tremendous finish.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of those starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Now, Reza Shea. After the missed 3 from Shea, Gilgeous-Alexander. Johnson, the pass to Daniels. Over in the corner, Porzingis. The shot's good on the assist by Daniels. Porzingis has got 5 now.
Yeah, defense has to be more cognizant of Kristaps Porzingis. This guy will burn you from the corner.
Hartenstein with the screen on Johnson. The drive by Holmgren. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
To the middle. It's tipped. It's stolen by Hartenstein. Down low. Poked away. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Daniels. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. SGA double team. Here's Dort. No good on the 3.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to drop it in. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Thunder.
Right off the bat, they're going after the ball, looking to jump into the passing lanes and create some steals in transition.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Williams. Still scoreless. Pocket 6. Shot from the wing. And Oklahoma City again with the bucket.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Young. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Yep, that one goes. Porzingis has got 7.
That's what you call using your size in the painted area. Kristaps Porzingis, easy work right there.
It seems to be an overlooked part of Trae Young's game, but GA, he's led the NBA in total assists a few times.
No doubt. You initially think about Trae shooting, scoring, but he also runs the offense really well and wants to facilitate.
Now here's Porzingis. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. And that's now 9 points for Porzingis.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And so Mark Daigneault calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. For the Hawks, Okongwu comes in for Reza Shea, and Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Dyson Daniels. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Ball is with the screen on Porzingis. Poke loose. Young with the steal. And stolen by Wallace. A floater. It's deflected. And stolen by Okongwu. And the turnover again by Atlanta. And while we can, here's a look at the teams that had the fastest hands in the league last season. Number 1, the Thunder. The Hawks second.
Both really good defensively last season, and that showed up in those steals numbers.
Jalen Williams is checked in for Isaiah Joe. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first. Outside Williams. Pass to Caruso. Williams a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Caruso, no good.
I'm not sure he expected to be that wide open and yet somehow comes away empty.
Here's Alexander Walker, coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Down to 5 on the shot clock, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Now here's Williams. Can they get it? And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. A big-time effort for Porzingis, providing a lot of energy for the Atlanta Hawks. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Wiggins is out there with Jalen Williams. And it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Now here's Wallace. Ball's knocked loose. Alexander Walker with the ball. Tries from 7, and he knocks down the jumper. Alexander Walker's got the game tied up here for Atlanta. And it's Williams with the ball for the Thunder. Now Alexander Walker is a guy, Doris, that comes in and does a little bit of everything.
Kevin, you are so right. He can defend at a high level. He's increased his shot making and his playmaking ability. He is a huge part of his team's success.
Now here's Kennard. Still yet to score. Okongwu with the screen for Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Alexander Walker. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. Williams passes to Caruso. Back to Williams. Pass to Caruso. And again, no good by Oklahoma City. In the corner, Kennard with it. And there's the foul. Going Alex Caruso. That's his first foul. And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous Alexander comes in for Aaron Wiggins. Thunder on D. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Young from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The kick out to Williams. Buries the long-range jumper. Williams has got 5 points so far. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Thanks. Well, this new three-point era started with Stephen Curry, and it's really in the last decade that we're seeing the long-distance game extend to the center position. You look at the list of recent champions, it seems it's also not a luxury, but a necessity to have a paint presence who can also stretch the floor from deep.
Yes, certainly a nightmare to contain. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. Trae Young is learning to become more of a threat when he's off the ball. He said at every level there's a different type of game. Now, knowing the NBA game, I'm more patient, understanding how the game is, how to control it from the beginning to the end, and how you need to win. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Holmgren finds SGA. Atlanta with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Total embarrassment. I was shocked at how poorly they played. I think they were shocked.
Well, frankly, they should be shocked. I mean, that kind of effort simply won't cut it in today's NBA. Let's see if they take any lessons from it.
Looking at who's out there now for the Thunder. Hartenstein's checked in for Williams. And it's Dort in for Alex Caruso. And that one falls for Okongwu. So we're talking about Dyson Daniels here, Greg. Just how incredible a defender is this kid?
I mean, last season he came in second in terms of voting for Defensive Player of the Year, led the league in steals, and this young man's just getting started. He used to be a problem for a long time.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
SGA with the ball. And Daniels picks him up defensively. Holmgren kicks to Dort. Back to Holmgren. Out to Wallace. From past the arc. Johnson with the rebound. Johnson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Johnson sets the screen for Daniel. Inside. Here's Riesesheim. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. To the paint. Here's Holmgren. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And once Holmgren gets the ball in there, he can finish in so many ways.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Well, it's hard to see OKC doing what they did last year without Hartenstein.
I would argue, Kevin, one of the biggest free agent signings in that particular offseason. Hartenstein fills a role as important as any on the team. He can facilitate offense. He's a rim protector, a dominant rebounder. You talk about a plug-and-play guy, that's Isaiah.
Porzingis is checked in for Okongwu. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Alex Caruso. He's checked in for Wallace. On the inbound, and Daniels with the layup. Daniels has got his 1st basket of the night.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Holmgren against Johnson. Hartenstein passes to Holmgren. From T, past GA. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 5 now.
Well, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander continues to hone in. When he's draining threes, he's almost unguardable.
Here's Young, driving in. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his 1st attempt.
They are just killing him on the interior.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Holmgren outside. Hartenstein passes to Caruso. Holmgren sets the screen for Caruso. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, how about the toughness of Caruso, battling through the foul and making the bucket.
And he'll be shooting his 1st free throw of the game here.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Caruso, to me, one of those guys who's a plug-and-play no matter what system you put him in. Work ethic, IQ, unselfish defense, willing to mix it up and be competitive everywhere on the floor.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Oklahoma City out in front, up by 2. Now we have a moment to go courtside. Allie LaForce has got something for us.
Coach Quinn Snyder with us now. And, Coach, a bit of a lull for this team scoring the ball. Why?
It had nothing to do with anything other than us being aggressive. We're like walking the ball up the court. Whoever's got it, we've got to attack.
At least effort is something you can control. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Allie, thank you for that interview. And we'll be back with more basketball in just a moment.
Welcome, everybody, and a good half underway in this one. The Thunder battling it out tonight.
Well, you can't speed them up. They take care of that basketball and maximize the value of possessions.
Then why aren't they up by 20?
They're not dominating. They're just efficient.
Now let's take a moment and see what games still lie ahead. The Bucks will face off against the Raptors in Toronto. That one tips off at 6:30 Eastern.
It's going to be an exciting one, Ernie. I'm ready.
Yeah, so am I, big fella. Let's get it going.
See, every time you yell, you make me yell.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been quite a game for Porzingis.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
The Thunder with the lead. And DB, you watch how the Thunder play defense. Great rim protection.
Kevin, this philosophy is all about taking away the paint first. If the ball is in the paint, sharks are in the water.
The backcourt guards are Young and Daniels. The small and power forwards are Reza Shea and Johnson. And it's Porzingis in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Quinn Snyder.
And looking to get stronger, Holmgren fights through the bump. Tons of time for him to grow into that frame.
Here's Reza Shea. He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Porzingis. 6 to shoot. A 3 off the mark. The Thunder leading by 4. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander in the corner. Off target from three-point range. So it's the Hawks now. Young from outside. And Holmgren pulls it down. Williams passes to SGA. Pass to Dort. With the second effort. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the number 2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man. Shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
Doris, what do you think is the key for the development of such an impressive young player like Chet Holmgren?
Hey, Kevin, to me, really, it's simple. It's health. This is a young man for whom basketball is hugely important. He's one of the most impactful two-way players in the game. It's really come down to whether or not he can stay on the floor, but he is so passionate about basketball.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Hey guys, the Hawks star Trae Young and Coach Quinn Snyder are both very close. Young said that's the type of relationship we have. It's not forced, it's just genuine. We both want to see each other succeed, and we know we need each other and everybody else around us. Back over to you.
A good partnership. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
for Gilgeous-Alexander. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 32 points a game last year, 6 assists and 5 rebounds, and he paced the whole team in points per game last season.
Well, his teammates understood that he was their best option, and understandably, they got him the rock.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Johnson surveying the floor. SGA with the steal. Outside, Dort. Daniels with the steal. Young outside. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. It's to Porzingis. Over Holmgren. Yep, it goes, and the Oklahoma City lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Kristaps Porzingis. Young against SGA. SGA double team. Dort finds SGA. 6 on the shot clock. The Thunder with another miss.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
That's to Porzingis. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Now it's just a 3-point Oklahoma City lead. Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Here's Rizachet, SGA defending.
Boy, he had a clear look at it. Ooh, you hate to miss chippies like that.
Outside, Dort. To the inside. And so Oklahoma City again turning it over. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot blocking defenses from last season. Second, the Thunder.
Well, an important element of their defense is the ability to intimidate.
Atlanta making a switch here. Alexander Walker's checked in. And Oklahoma City also making a switch. Wallace is checked in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Pass to Alexander Walker. Daniels with the bounce pass. Here's Alexander Walker. Now Rizachet. Still without a basket. Inside. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Oh, my goodness. How about the impressive vertical by Lou Dort? No doubt on that slam.
Well, clearly 2025 was a special season for Gilgeous-Alexander. Doris winning the league MVP and the adoration of many.
And obviously contributing to what was an historic season for Oklahoma City. They had the top seed overall in the playoffs. He averaged nearly 33 points on a ridiculous 52% shooting. This guy is the model of both consistency and efficiency.
Rizachet.
You have to be careful if Chet Holmgren's around defensively. This guy, such a good shot blocker.
Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Johnson dishes to Daniels. Off target with his 3. Oklahoma City leading by 5. Here's Wallace. And that comes off the assist by SGA.
Oh, beautiful pass. My goodness.
And so it's Daniels who brings up the ball for Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. 35 seconds left in the third. Johnson, that's for 2. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And a wide open look for Daniels. Misses the 3. On the wing, Wallace, guarded by Rizachet. On the wing, Wallace, with 1 on the clock, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Oklahoma City Thunder, bringing the quarter to a close. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. So for Oklahoma City right now, out on the perimeter, Wallace and Williams. Williams is out there with Wiggins, and it's Caruso in at the point. 5 on the clock. Young for 3. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Well, Trae Young has shown over the years he is one of the best in the league at drawing contact from defenders.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Thunder?
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And Greg, the Thunder, NBA champions at last, and still incredibly young.
And this is no fluke. They defended, they shared it, trusted in the system and one another. The league's been put on notice. This team is just getting started.
Now here's Williams. Kennard, the pass to Young. We've played just over 1 minute here in the 4th quarter. Used the shot fake to create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
Williams, a screen on Young. Caruso, no good. The Hawks trail by 4. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Newell. And here's Young. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Williams kicks to Wallace. Good on the triple. Wallace has got the lead up to 7 now for the Thunder.
Boy, you love the efficiency with which he's going at things tonight. This is what we've come to expect from him.
In the corner, Kennard with it. Down low, it's tipped. Young from outside. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
And it's sent back by Okongwu. Young against Williams. Pass to Kennard. The Hawks working the ball around. Back to Alexander Walker. The Hawks again can't hit. The Thunder leading by 7. To the middle. Pocket pass to the paint. And he punches it home.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. He knows every possession is critical now. go for a different look here. Zinkus, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Newell. Reza Shea, he's checked in for Alexander Walker. And Daniels subbed in for Luke Kennard. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Jalen Williams. Chet Holmgren comes in for Wiggins. Dort, he's checked in for Wallace. And Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Alex Caruso. And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. Young taking his time here. Puts it up from 12.
Defensively, a little uneven in that first half, but they've been far more focused and consistent here in the second.
Yeah, that goes in.
Your handle has got to be tight enough to get a little bit of separation. Jalen Williams with the pretty move.
Young up top, SGA defending. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's his first foul. Here's Young. And again, unable to change the momentum here. Holmgren off the glass.
And I know everyone's thrilled to see Holmgren scoring so well. And this is the kind of effort that can carry on well throughout the year.
Now, here is Young. And Doris, we had heard the era of the big threes might be fading, but the Thunder have one with Chet Holmgren, J-Dub, and Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the beauty of that trio you just listed, they are all similar ages. They are all passionate about the craft of the game of basketball, and all three are about winning. But I'm telling you this, the Oklahoma City fans not taking anything for granted. They thought KD, Russell, and Harden would be together forever, and it didn't happen.
And it's become clear what a leader Young is on this team. He senses when they need an infusion of confidence and always tries to provide it.
And so Young nails them both. The Thunder leading by 11. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Now Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just 5 to shoot. Hartenstein with the screen on Young. SGA not gonna go.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Holmgren with the steal. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort outside. Holmgren sets the screen for Dort. Here he goes. SGA fires. He drills the three.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Thunder.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Chet Holmgren.
He showed up on the glass in a big-time way, and that really set a tone.
Gilgeous-Alexander against Young.
Tight little up fake there. Young using it to create contact, and we know he's a terrific free throw shooter.
Team's 5th. At the line for 2. Trae Young.
The first free throw is good. And so Young nails them both. Here's Mitchell. So no problem for Oklahoma City as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Chet Holmgren.